Good evening. In today's session, we are going to look at another 10 questions under the mock test offered by Professor Academy for the upcoming UGC NET English Literature exam. So question 1. What is the name of the runaway slave in Mark Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? Option A, Sawyer. B, Jim. C, Little Eva. D, Caliban. It's a bit straightforward question and easy one. Answer B, Jim. See, Mark Twain's famous work, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The crux of this novel is the bond or the relationship between Huckleberry Finn and the runaway slave, Jim, and on the raft on the Mississippi River. Let's also look at the other options, which are easy. So we have Little Eva, a major character in Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Then next one, Caliban is a well-known character created by Shakespeare in The Tempest. Next question. Choose the right chronological order of post-colonial retellings. It's a bit tough question, but let's give it a try. If you are able to guess at least which one came first, you can eliminate two options. So the logic is, we have post-colonial retellings. Each of these novels retells a classic work. Okay. Option A, The Lost Child, White Saragossa Sea, 4, Jack Maggs. B, The Lost Child, 4, White Saragossa Sea, Jack Maggs. C, White Saragossa Sea, 4, Jack Maggs, Lost Child. D, White Saragossa Sea, Jack Maggs, 4, The Lost Child. So what you have to do, first, you have to know the name of the author who wrote the Lost Child or White Saragossa Sea, and which is a retelling of what. So if you are aware of this, at least one or two, you can eliminate two options. Then it will come down to 2. And one more thing, definitely will get questions based on chronology, but you need not worry. Why? Because this question or this type of question is tough for everybody. Focus always on basic questions and the next level. These questions, if you are able to answer, fine, or else go with your instinct. Answer C, White Saragossa Sea, 4, Jack Maggs, The Lost Child. So in 1966, we have Jean Rhys, RHYS, White Saragossa Sea, which is a retelling of Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. Then 1986, we have J.M. Coetzee's 4, which is a retelling of Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. Then 1997, we have Peter Carey, Australian writer. His book, Jack Maggs, Maggs. It's a retelling of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. 2015, The Lost Child by Carol Phillips. It's a retelling of Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. Next question. Which linguist and political activist wrote American Power and the New Mandarins, which attacks the American policy in Vietnam? Option A, Ferdinand D. Saussure. B, Leonard Bloomfield. C, Noam Chomsky. D, J.L. Aston. Answer C, Noam Chomsky. See, we know Noam Chomsky as a linguist, especially for this publication in 1957, Syntactic Structures. And he is also known for introducing a type of grammar, theoretical grammar, called, let me know in the comment section. So he is known for a particular type of grammar. What is that? And Chomsky is also known as an activist, especially this book, American Power and the New Mandarins. Next question. How does Khaled Hosseini, Hosseini, his novel, The Kite Runner, end? So what you have to do when it comes to world literature, at least you should be familiar with famous works by well-known authors and the plot or at least the end or major characters of those novels. So Kite Runner is a very famous work by Khaled Hosseini about Afghanistan. So option A, Hassan and his son Shorab get killed by the Taliban. Is this the ending of this novel? Or B, Hassan and Shorab live with Amir and his wife Soraya in California. C, Amir and Shorab fly kites at a park in California. D, while rescuing Shorab, Amir and Soraya get killed by the Taliban. So at least if you know whether the ending is tragic or happy, you can eliminate certain options here. Answer C, a kind of a happy ending, kind of atonement, reconciliation. So we have Amir and he saved his friend's son and they fly kites at a park in California. So the answer is Amir and Shorab fly kites at a park in California. What you can do, you can read this novel in full if you want. It's a classic work, or at least get to know the gist of this work, The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Let's also look at the names of other novels by Khaled Hosseini. So we have A Thousand Splendid Suns. Another work, And the Mountains Echoed. Then the recent one, Sea Prayer. Next question. The Kenyan writer Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Thiongo', his novel Wizard of the Crow was originally written in option A, English, B, French, C, Wanji, W-A-N-J-I, D, Gikiyu, G-I-K-U-Y-U. Answer D, Gikiyu, G-I-K-U-Y-U. See, he wrote novels in English, then he went back to his mother tongue and started writing in his own mother tongue. And he also translated, or his works got translated into English later. And his famous essay on the abolition of the department, the English department, is a very famous essay under post-colonial criticism on the abolition of the English department, because it is the English department which is responsible for, a kind of colonizing the mind of the natives by making this language and the European culture superior, or at least that it gives the impression their cultures are superior to ours. And his famous work, Wizard of the Crow. Let's go to the next one. What is the role of Richard Tottel, T-O-T-T-E-L, in Songs and Sonnets, which is also known as Tottel's Miscellany, 1557? Generally, in set and net exams, they ask about the year of publication of this work, 1557, in which we have Wyatt and Surrey's sonnets are published in this work. But what's his role? Because it's called Tottel's Miscellany. Option A, the engraver, B, the compiler, C, the patron, D, the executioner. Answer B, the compiler. Richard Tottel was the one who compiled all these poems under Songs and Sonnets. Then later it was called Tottel's Miscellany. Next question. T.S. Eliot's The Metaphysical Poets, 1921, is a review of the anthology titled Metaphysical Lyrics and Poems by the 17th Century, 1921. So who edited this anthology? And T.S. Eliot reviewed this anthology in his famous essay, The Metaphysical Poets. Option A, Helen Gardner, B, Thomas Traherne, T-R-A-H-E-R-N-E, C, John Cleveland, B, Herbert Grierson, G-R-I-E-R-S-O-N. See, of these four options, two are actually poets, metaphysical poets. If you are aware of this, you can eliminate two options, then you are left with two. Answer D. Herbert Grierson was the one who edited this famous anthology, Metaphysical Lyrics and Poems of the 17th Century, published in 1921. But let's also get to know Helen Gardner. She came up with another anthology called The Metaphysical Poets in 1957. So we have two famous anthologies on metaphysical poets. Next, of the lines from Antony and Cleopatra, which one is spoken by Antony? So we have four options, four lines from Antony and Cleopatra. You have to find out which one is spoken by Antony. A, there is beggary in the love that can be reckoned. B, the barge she sat in like a burnished throne. C, age cannot wither her, nor custom stale her infinite variety. D, the triple pillar of the world transformed into a strumpet's fool. Answer A, there is beggary in the love that cannot be reckoned. This line is spoken by Antony. And the last one, the triple pillar of the world transformed into a trumpet's fool, comes, and this line comes in the beginning of the play, Antony and Cleopatra. I think it's by Philo, Philo. But the middle two options are interesting. The barge she sat in like a burnished throne burned on the water. Or the next line, age cannot wither her, nor custom stale her infinite variety. These are uttered by Enobarbus, a famous character in Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. Enobarbus, Enobarbus. Next question. Rabindranath Tagore's play Chandalika is based on option A, Jain legend, B, a Buddhist legend, C, the Mahabharata, D, the Ramayana. Answer B, a Buddhist legend. So Rabindranath Tagore's play Chandalika is based on a Buddhist legend. What you can do, you can get to know that Buddhist legend and the major characters in this play. You can also let me know in which year did Rabindranath Tagore win the Nobel Prize for Literature. Next, which of the following is a unit in the spelling system of a language? Option A, phoneme, B, lexeme, C, grapheme, D, morpheme. Please understand the question. This question is from linguistics. You have to answer or the point out which of the following units is related to the spelling system or the writing system of a language. So I think you can eliminate option A, phoneme, something with sound. Will you be able to eliminate the other options? Answer C, grapheme. See, graph means writing. So grapheme. So that's the answer. So what you can do, look up these terms. What is the meaning of lexeme or morpheme? Morpheme comes under morphology, study of formation of words. Phoneme comes under phonology, study of sound systems of a particular language. Then lexeme comes under semantics, study of meaning. Grapheme can be defined as a single character in a writing system, a small unit, a single character in a writing system. So for instance, we have in English capital letters. So A, that is a grapheme. B is a grapheme. Capital C is a grapheme. Small letters, A, B, anything. A single character in a writing system is called grapheme. Even you can go for numerals or digits, 1, 2, 3. Each one is a grapheme. Even punctuation marks, comma, or full stop, question mark, each one is a grapheme. Okay. So with this, we end today's session. I hope these videos are useful. Make use of all the videos in this series. So we are analyzing, we will be analyzing 100 questions under this series called the mock test for the upcoming UGC NET. And for the next batch, UGC NET and SET, we are offering these courses which are on the screen. You can contact the numbers below. Thank you.